Femininity isn't about fitting into a box or meeting someone else's standards. It's about reconnecting with who you are at your core. Your grace, intuition, creativity, and the way you move through life. Hi amigas, welcome back to my channel. My name is Niobe Monroe, for those of you who are new, and for all of my girlies returning. Hi friends, I miss you girls so much. And today we're going to be talking about how we can tap back into our femininity and embrace that soft, powerful, and beautiful energy you have within. Femininity isn't about fitting into a box or meeting someone else's standards. It's about reconnecting with who you are at your core. Your grace, intuition, creativity, and the way you move through life. In this video, I'll be sharing simple and practical tips that'll help you tap back into your femininity and bring more softness, flow, and balance into your life. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's explore what it truly means to step into your feminine energy. By the way, my favorite teas are green tea, chamomile, and rose hip. Which ones are yours? So what is feminine energy? Feminine energy dates back centuries and is linked to religious and spiritual philosophies. For example, have you ever heard of Taoism's yin and yang? Well, the yin represents passive and feminine energy, while yang represents masculine and active energy. So I often hear the whole masculine versus feminine argument, and I just wanted to take the time to explain the difference in like a very simple way. So masculine energy is very active and often is shown when working towards a goal, making progress, getting things done, and letting ambition lead you, while your feminine energy comes out when you move with the flow of life. Embrace your creativity, sensuality, and are in tune with your internal process. So now that we know a little bit on the history behind feminine energy and we know the difference between feminine and masculine energy, let's jump into the 7 ways you can tap into your feminine energy. The first tip I want to give you is to prioritize me time. That means carving out space and time to tend to yourself. Self-care should always be your highest priority. And this is also a great way to stay connected to yourself. So for example, what I do is have self-care days, or like me time. Those are usually on Sundays or Mondays, and that will entail like a whole skincare routine, hair care routine, just relaxing, drinking tea, journaling, just taking the time out of like my week to just focus on me and my own personal needs. And yes, that does include a really bomb Netflix show. Another great way to tap back into your feminine energy is by creating. Like, give yourself that space to just create in whatever field that you love to create in. For example, if you are a girly who loves fashion, put together looks for us, girl. We need that inspiration, and let your mind run wild. If you are a content creator like myself, pick the camera up. If you are a model, get in front of the camera. There are so many things you can do in order to create and to keep yourself in that feminine energy. The trick is to never put it down. So I've actually noticed that this past year, I have really fallen in love with cooking. Like, I love creating in the kitchen. I love just cooking dishes when I have the time. If I'm pissed off, don't ask me to cook, because I will burn the food. The food will taste horrible because I will be too pissed off and too in my feelings. But for the most part, when I cook, I have like such a great time, and it's so therapeutic, and I just feel so like girly. Like, I feel like such a woman. Another thing I really love to do is just put on makeup. I didn't think my love for makeup would grow, but the way it's been growing has been like so beautiful and so much fun. Like, I just feel like I'm unpeeling layers of my creativity. And so if you guys have been following me or are new to my channel, make sure you check out my makeup tutorials, because I have been creating new looks. And yeah, it's just like a really fun and peaceful place and environment and like creative flow to have. Even if I'm doing skincare on someone else, it calms me down. Like, I'm pretty sure like in another life I was an esthetician. My third tip would be to practice self-reflection. Self-reflection goes a very long way, and sometimes we get so busy in life that we forget to slow down and keep up with how we're feeling, what's going on. And I like to keep a personal journal in the house where I like to write in, especially on the days that I just feel completely overwhelmed and my feelings are all over the place. But what's even better than that is writing in your journal before it gets that bad, because you like just stay balanced and you just stay in tune with like how you're feeling and like how others made you feel and like how life is going, and you're letting it all out on paper, and it feels so good that it goes to like a safe place. So I highly recommend getting a journal. If you're into meditating, like carve out time early in the morning to meditate, to take time out for you, to slow down, to just breathe, inhale, exhale, and just let go of everything. Ooh, another really good one is to embrace your sensuality. And what I mean by sensuality is like embrace your 5 senses, like your sight. You know, stop looking at your phone all the time. Go outside in nature, look around, look at how beautiful things are. Go to the jewelry store, go look at diamonds. Just enjoy what life has to offer. Spray your home with a beautiful fragrance, light a candle, enjoy those warm aromas on a cold winter day. Like that alone will just like enhance your femininity. Just tapping into your senses, sis. I mean, this one right here is a game changer. Touch, put on a nice plush robe. Oh my god, I have like this new plush robe that I got in its Juicy Couture. I actually got it from Marshall's, and it's so comfortable, it's so cozy. Like I just feel like a doll in it, and it just feels so good on my skin. If you don't have that, do you have a satin robe? Because satin robes also feel amazing on the skin. Whatever it is, just feel good and learn how to just feel things. You know what I mean? Like get in touch with yourself. When it comes to taste, explore bold dishes. I personally really love spicy food. Indian food is super good. I really love Mexican food. I love Asian food. So go on a date or take yourself out on a date, and or order in. It's cold outside anyways. Uber Eats, whatever it is, like order something that you know you want to explore and just enjoy new savory flavors. Even if you're a girly who loves to go to the bakery or to the cafe, get a fresh croissant. There's something about a fresh croissant that just like does it for me. Like they're just so good, okay? It just makes me feel like I'm in Paris because it tastes so good, because it just gives me like this experience. You know, give yourself experiences through your senses. It's literally gonna change your life. It's a great way to romanticize your life, actually. Tip number 5 would be to be open to receiving. Now, this one comes kind of to like a shock to me, because I meet a lot of women who have a hard time receiving. However, I do understand why that is the case, because many of us grew up with single mothers. I grew up with a single mother. Some of us just were never really around men that were like, had like gentleman-like qualities. And some of us are still learning how to date better men. I do come across women who I meet that have a hard time receiving, and it's really all about just taking a step back from, you know, being in that masculine role. And you could be in that masculine role because of work. You know, you could be like the boss at work. You could be an entrepreneur like myself, so you run your own shit. You run your own life. So, you know, learning how to take a step back and learning when it's safe for you to just let go of the reins is like super important in life. You know, enjoy your femininity. Let him figure out the plans. Let him get that door. Let him drive. Okay, I am Miss Passenger Princess. Girl, my car just sits there half the time. Like, a part of me is like, should I sell my car? But like another part of me is like, okay, I definitely need it because I do travel a lot for like work. Allowing someone to make your life easier is also part of receiving. Receiving gifts, receiving like healthy, good attention. Like, it's all part of it, you know. As women, it is important for us to prepare ourselves for what we ask for, because you can pray for what you want. However, if you're not prepared or ready to receive it, then it is just going to walk by you. And look, this is the year that that changes and things get better and you receive everything that you desire. Comment down below, what is it that you guys feel like you have a hard time accepting? What is it that you want to work on? Okay, so my 6th tip has to be one of my favorites, and that would be to dress the part, okay? That honestly goes a very long way. Dressing the part of like just wanting to be a feminine woman and showing up as a feminine woman, like physically wearing the look, like will literally get you there a lot quicker than you think. I own a bunch of dresses, like, and I realized this year because it's mad cold, it's winter time, and I'm like, oh my god, Niobe, you need more options than just dresses. But it's just that I'm super feminine and I like to be in dresses, but then I also bitch and complain when I'm outside in the cold with a pretty dress on. Go to Pinterest, create a Pinterest board of fashion looks of the kind of woman you want to look like, become, like in a sense of fashion, and do that, you know, create the looks. If you guys need like any shop recommendations, I know so many like bomb fashion brands that you guys could look into. Comment down below if you need any, or if you have one, drop that in the comment section. But yeah, I for one like really love wearing satin on my skin, especially during the spring and sometimes in the summertime. If I wear it in the summertime, I do have to be careful because then sometimes I sweat too much. And you know, sweat on satin just like, it can just like not be the vibe. When you know what works for you, when you know what feels good to you, then you have a better chance at having great days every day. And last but not least, get into the habit of doing a judgment detox. So often we judge, you know, in society. That's just like a habit that we easily pick up. You know, I've had to check myself several times, and I can keep it real with you guys, where I find myself judging, and I peep that there are habits that I picked up on. There's, you know, from just keeping the wrong company, from maybe not being in a good place with myself, from watching the wrong content, and just developing this sense of attitude and just having this judgmental mindset. And I don't like to feel like that. Naturally, I'm not like that. So that's when I know I need to detox, and I need to take a step back, and I need to figure out where it's coming from, what's going on. So I think my neighbors are playing super loud music, which I have not heard any neighbors like at all since I moved in. So it's a little refreshing to know other people live here. Like, yes, obviously I see people here, but the place is just so like peaceful and quiet. So if you guys hear some like music or drums in the background, it's because one of my neighbors is clearly having the time of his life right now. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Masculine energy is the active, highly analytical, and critical energy. And in today's society, it's really easy to get caught up on being opinionated. And this is also a habit that I don't recommend developing, because that harshness is something that you can start to internalize. So let's let go of judgment for the new year. Because remember, femininity is the soft, nurturing energy that flows. Well, amigas, I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. I had a blast filming this for you all. You all really loved my femininity videos, so comment down below if you all have any more questions and tips you want to share with the girlies. Make sure you subscribe to the family down below and follow me on my social platforms. My Instagram, TikTok, and Lemon8 will be linked down below. I'll talk to you girlies very soon. Bye!